Okay. Let's again review what we did yesterday, and we'll do a few more Mishnayos. I know it's a little bit late. Fine. The Mishnah began. The Masechta began. Elu dvarim she'ein lehem shiur. These things have no limit. A Peah, how much one can give for Peah. A bikurim, how much of one field one can bring as the first fruits. V'hariyun, the amount of time that one can come to the Beis Hamikdash. V'gemilas pasadim, the amount of kindness that one can do. The Talmud Torah, the amount of learning of Torah one can do. Fine. And these are things that person eats their reward from their investment already in this world. But the main reward waits for the world to come. Cubit of aim, honoring one's mother and father. Gemilas pasadim, doing kindness for people. Making peace between man and his friend. The Talmud Torah can get kulam, and learning Torah is equal to all of them. And then, more specific to Peah, as much as we ein peichs lepeah mishishim, you can't give less for Peah than 1/60th. Af mishamro ein lepeah shiur. So even though we said that Peah has no shiur, but the Rabbanan said you have to give at least 1/60th. That's what the minimum amount that they considered significant. They required you to give a significant portion of your field, and what you should give is hakol lefi gadol hasada v'lefi roiv ha'aniyim v'lefi roiv ha'ina. The minimum is 1/60th. The appropriate amount to give depends on how big your field is, how many poor people there are, how much of a need there is. You should give what you can to help out if there is who to help out. Okay. Mishnah Gimel.
It's like a needs assessment.
Right. So there's three opinions in this Mishnah. The first unnamed opinion is you can give Peah from the beginning of the field or the middle of the field. It does not need to be the last piece of the field. It could be given anywhere in the field you want. Rabbi Shimon Amar, no, ubavad sheyitin b'seif kishir. You can give in the middle, but you have to give again at the end for whatever is left between the middle and the end. So you can give Peah only on what you're up to. What you haven't harvested yet is going to need its own Peah at the end of it. And Rabbi Yehuda Amar, im shiur klach echad seimach lemishum Peah. If you leave over one stalk at the end of the field, you can rely on that for Peah. So he doesn't require any shiur for how much Peah must be left at the end, but just something must be left at the end. If you don't leave anything at the end, hefker, then what you're giving isn't Peah. It's just you're making it hefker, you're making it ownerless. You're just leaving stuff in your field and allowing people to take. But it doesn't fulfill the mitzvah of Peah. It's just you're leaving stuff and saying anyone who wants can take it. So again, just everyone is agreeing here that Peah does not have to be at the end.
Why end? That's different lashon than corner.
Well, I mean, it's the last bit that you're going to carve, right? Because it usually would be in the corner, because that just right. But when you start at the beginning, and what's going to be left is going to be a corner. Usually, assuming you're going in rows.
I always thought it was in the beginning you kind of cordon off a corner, but you're saying
right. So you just leave it at the end, or you save a corner.
Yeah, I got you.
So everyone's agreeing you could give Peah earlier. The question is just the end. The first opinion is you don't have to leave anything. You can just put it anywhere. The second and third opinion are no. Something must be the last thing that you leave for the aniyim. The question is how much. Does it have to be any amount, or you can give Peah only on what you've done so far. So if I leave in the middle, so that will work for the first half, and the remaining half of the field would still require me to leave 1/60th of that for Peah. Okay, let's stop here.